Assalamu alaikum friends, welcome to HLC. Hopefully everyone will be good. So if you are new viewers on my channel, so kindly subscribe my channel and don't forget to click on the bell icon, so whenever I will upload the new video, so you will get the notification on your phone. So in this video we will talk about circulatory system. First of all, we will look at the function of circulatory system. There are three main functions of circulatory system. Number one, it takes carbon dioxide or waste product from each cell of the body. This is number one function. Number two function is it supply oxygen to all over your body and make it alive. And number three is it transfer the nutrients to all over your body, to all over the part, all over the cell of your body. And the last is, which is very important for nowadays, that it kills all the microorganism which is enter into your body by white blood cells. It kill all those germs. So these are the function of circulatory system. Number one is it remove carbon dioxide or waste product from the cell. Number two is it transfer the oxygen to all over the part of your body and make it alive and also supply nutrients. Number three is it kills the microorganisms or bacteria which is enter into your body. It kills them by white blood cells. These are the function of circulatory system. Now we have to look at the we have to study about circulatory system deeply. For circulatory system, the main organ is heart and then lungs. The function of heart is to pump the blood, and aside from it, there are blood tubes which is present inside the human body, also called blood vessels. They work with the heart. And there are three types of blood vessels. Number one is artery, number two is vein, and number three is capillaries. In arteries, there is oxygenated blood. And in veins, there is deoxygenated blood. What is meant by oxygenated blood and what is meant by deoxygenated blood? Oxygenated blood means the blood which have high rich amount of oxygen gas. And deoxygenated means that the blood has very poor amount of oxygen gas. So arteries have oxygenated blood and veins have deoxygenated blood. And the last capillaries, the last blood vessel is capillaries. Just suppose you, to understand the term capillary, you have to look at this marker. Just suppose this is vein and this is artery. Got it? So blood is coming from the vein, from this section, and there is artery. Got it? So blood is want to be oxygenated. So here where it will travel? From vein to artery, because vein have deoxygenated blood and arteries have oxygenated blood. So they are come close to each other, they are in front of each other, and the exchange of carbon dioxide and oxygen gas are taken place between them. That side, that platform is called capillaries. Capillaries are made up of very fine blood vessels. So blood is coming from deoxygenated side to oxygenated side by blood capillaries. So the function of blood capillaries is to take oxygen gas from the blood and to absorb oxygen and supply oxygen and take them towards the arteries. So this is the function of the capillaries. Got it? Now we have to look at the circulatory system. In circulatory system, as I have told you, our heart is the main organ. It pumps the blood all over the body, and our heart has 4 chambers. Here I didn't draw the size diagram of the heart because a lot of students do not understand exactly what teacher is trying to make them understand. They don't know, like they always confuse like what teacher is going to say, atrium, ventricle, so they always got confused. So here I have drawn systematic diagram of circulatory system. Just suppose the blue section, the blue rectangle shape, this is, I have made them, I have made it like a, this is the heart, okay. So this is our heart, and our heart has 4 chamber, 1, 2, 3 and 4. This is right side and this is left side. The first chamber of our heart is called right atrium. Second chamber is called right ventricle. Third chamber is called left atrium, and fourth chamber is called left ventricle. So our heart has 4 chambers. In the same way, between the 4 chamber, our heart has 2 valves. On the right side, there is tricuspid valve. Tricuspid valve. Tricuspid valve is present in between the right atrium and the right ventricle. And mitral valve. Mitral valve is present in between the 3rd chamber and the 4th chamber. Got it? Now let's start. What is happening in the circulatory system, how blood is collected, how deoxygenated blood is collected, and how it has filter, and how again it has supply to the heart. So let's start. Look at here, this is inferior vena cava and this is superior vena cava. The lower section of the body has deoxygenated blood. This deoxygenated blood is collected by inferior vena cava. As the name indicate, inferior means lower section of your body, like legs, like pelvic region. So deoxygenated blood is collected from the lower section of your body by inferior vena cava, and by superior vena cava, deoxygenated blood from the upper side of your body, like head region, eye, nose, deoxygenated blood is collected by superior vena cava. From these 2 vena cava, blood has collected, deoxygenated blood has collected from the upper side of your body and the lower side of your body, and then this blood has entered into first chamber, that is right atrium. After that, from the right atrium, blood is enter into the second chamber, which is right ventricle, through an opening called tricuspid valve. So tricuspid valve is present between the right atrium and the right ventricle. So blood has collected from the inferior vena cava and superior vena cava, and it has entered into the first chamber of our heart, right atrium. After that, it has entered into the right ventricle by opening called tricuspid valve. In the next step, blood has transferred towards the pulmonary artery. Blood has transferred towards the pulmonary artery by an opening called pulmonary valve. With the help of pulmonary valve, blood has entered into pulmonary artery. Here at this section, right side of the heart has deoxygenated blood. But you will be think about why teacher is saying pulmonary artery. All arteries which are present in our body, all arteries have oxygenated blood except pulmonary artery. Pulmonary artery has deoxygenated blood. So after that, blood has entered into the pulmonary artery, and this blood has deoxygenated blood. Okay, it has poor amount of oxygen gas. So blood has entered into pulmonary artery by pulmonary valve. Now this pulmonary artery has opened into the lungs. Why blood has entered into the lungs? Because blood is deoxygenated and blood will convert into oxygenated form. So inside the lungs, carbon dioxide will be taken from the blood and oxygen will be supplied. In the lungs, again I am going to repeat my words. In the lungs, carbon dioxide from the blood is taken and oxygen will be supplied to the lungs. Okay, oxygen will be supplied to the blood inside the lungs. Now blood has oxygenated, blood is oxygenated and blood will be transferred towards the heart with the help of pulmonary vein. Again, there is something fishy, like why I'm here talking about pulmonary vein, and in the same time I'm saying blood is oxygenated. So all veins which is present in our body, all veins have deoxygenated blood except pulmonary vein. This pulmonary vein has oxygenated blood and it transfers the oxygenated blood into the heart again, and now blood has entered into third chamber, and this is the other side of the heart, I mean left side of the heart. The third chamber is left atrium. After that, from the left atrium, blood has entered into left ventricle. Left ventricle is the fourth chamber of our heart. With the help of opening, which is called mitral valve. The fourth one chamber or left ventricle, it is very strong chamber as compared to rest of the three chambers, because from the fourth chamber blood has entered and this blood will be pumped towards the aorta. So this is the strong chamber of the heart, and blood has entered from fourth chamber, left ventricle, to the aorta by an opening called aortic valve. Now blood has entered into aorta. From aorta, blood will be supplied to all over your body. Superior, I mean you can say like upper side of the body, lower side of the body, everywhere. I mean each cell of your body, oxygenated blood will be supplied by aorta. So here I have explained you about circulatory system. Again, let's give the overview what I have told you. Blood is collected from inferior vena cava and superior vena cava. Inferior vena cava receive blood from the lower side of the body, and superior vena cava receive blood from the upper side of your body. And these two vena cavas receive blood, these have deoxygenated blood. After that, this blood will enter into first chamber, I mean right atrium, and then blood will enter into right ventricle by tricuspid valve. After that, from right ventricle, blood will enter into pulmonary artery by a valve called pulmonary valve. So pulmonary artery will open into the lungs, and lungs will take carbon dioxide from the blood, and oxygen gas will be absorbed in the blood, and now blood has oxygenated. So blood will be travel into the pulmonary vein. So pulmonary vein will open into third chamber of the heart, means left atrium. Then from the left atrium, blood will enter into the left ventricle, which is the fourth chamber of the heart, and from the left ventricle, blood will enter into aorta by an opening called aortic valve, and from the aorta, blood will supply all over the body, all over the cell, all over the part of your body. So this is the function of, this is the main function of circulatory system, how blood is taken, how deoxygenated blood is taken, and how oxygenated blood is supplied to your body. So I hope you get this video. If you really